I have spent some time looking at Santos Bonacci in recent weeks. If you're not sure who he is, take a look at this.
Simon Dan, jackass. Let's have a debate. I would love to humiliate your ass and expose your small bits.
Exactly what I said.
Okay?
Well, it turns out that Santos has a bit of an empire which he calls the Syncretism Society. Well, today we're going to take a look at this society as well as a few of Santos's other endeavours. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, back to today's video where we're taking a look at Santos Bonacci's Syncretism Society. And I guess the best place to start is the trailer.
We are being deceived.
We are being corrupted.
We are being infiltrated. We are being made ill.
We are deprived. We are malnourished.
Using words like ill, malnourished and deprived and coupling that with some random medical images. No prizes for guessing what they think about the pandemic.
But now is our time.
Free yourself of these shackles of bondage.
Open your eyes and restore your original, unconditioned, and unlimited power.
The Syncretism Academy is based on direct knowledge as opposed to indoctrination.
The irony laden in this sentence is quite simply gravitational. The definition of indoctrination is the process of teaching a person or group to accept a set of beliefs uncritically. This, if I'm not mistaken, is exactly what you do in the Syncretism Society.
We have revived this academy, the first of its kind in 1500 years since Emperor Justinian closed the Neoplatonic academies by edict in 527 AD.
Okay, I don't know a huge amount about these Neoplatonic academies. However, syncretism has been deployed many times in the last 2,000 years. I don't think that you're reviving it.
The Neoplatonists of ancient times brought together and syncretized all fields of human knowledge, including health, philosophy, cosmology, and spiritual sciences for the purpose of human ascension.
Now, I don't necessarily have an issue with any of this, but you will see how Santos weaves his belief through these topics.
Evolution, optimization, and to divinize humanity. This knowledge has been oppressed and persecuted right under our noses. So in this war for veracity, we have resurrected the ancient teachings to enable us to remember these truths. The Syncretism Academy will enable you to reassemble the teachings that have been withheld from us and allow us to unite them to make one cohesive field of knowledge.
Okay, this sounds all great so far, doesn't it? Learning in paradise with Santos and his buddy. But Santos isn't quite as nice as he seems.
Jackass!
In the Academy, we fully understand that without body, there is no mind. That being said, it is crucial we utilize an extensive healing protocol, allowing the body to merge with mind. This provided allows the ability of ascension. Proper physical education is absolutely necessary and crucial for this development.
Couldn't agree more here with Dan, that's the name of Santos's friend. As a runner, I know all too well the importance of exercise for mental health. This is the side of the project which I could get on board with.
Meaning proper nutrition and physical exercise is mandatory. Our private mentors, physical trainers, and chefs give you all the tools you need to properly merge body and mind through the teachings of syncretism. When you heal the body, you heal the mind, giving you the connection to the spiritual realm, allowing you to start your ascension and regain your unconditioned godship.
And this is where I start to get a bit skeptical.
Paradise belongs here on earth. Now is the time to take it back. Join us. Join the Syncretism Society and allow yourself to become who you really are. Health and mind, body, and spirit.
Yes, very nice. So you've watched the trailer and you decide you want to check it out. So you head to their website, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now. So here we are on Santos's Syncretism Society website. He's got a bit of gumph here about the path to syncretism. So let's look at this. So the Academy membership. So it's $49.99 a month, or $500 a year for this virtual academy. So it's quite a bit of money. So if we scroll down, he's got 11 tenets of syncretism, and the first one, unbelievably, obviously, is stationary Earth. Now we all know that's nonsense. He's saying allow a deeper understanding of our place in the cosmos, learn to recognise the true nature of the stationary plane. No. We know that the Earth is not flat, so straight away that is incorrect. The second one he's got is permaculture. Now I believe that's things like black oxygen and stuff like that. It's these supplements that they get from the Earth, and they say these magical abilities. Homeopathy. Obviously there's question marks over that. White Tantra, the art of internal alchemy. Learn practices to raise your consciousness and bring you closer to your higher self. Okay. Ascension diet. Now here, fresh high vibrational food designed to activate an elevated state of being. Now, I'm not bothered about the vibrational stuff, but fresh food, fruit and veg, I've got no issue with that whatsoever. Obviously, it's key to a really important diet. Happy with that. Astrology. I don't have too much of an issue with looking at astrology in terms of the celestial sphere, the stars, the constellations, but nothing about personality. I don't want anything involved in that. So yeah, there could be some truth to that a little bit. Astrotheology, and this of course is Santos's other channel, Mr. Astrotheology. Discover the true meaning of ancient philosophies and religions via the teaching of syncretism. Nonsense as well. Number 8 is good. Exercise. Can't argue with that at all. Daily movement practices tailored to support a healthy body, mind and spirit. Exercise is very key, in my opinion. Magnetic healing. Now, again, there is... Someone's probably going to point out there is some evidence for this, but if there is, I'll be really appreciative to see some. Sovereignty, here we go, we're really getting out there now. Exit the matrix, learn what it means to be an authentic human and how to achieve true freedom in our modern world. Of course, you can do all that without having to exit the matrix or be a sovereign citizen. And number 11, ethics and etiquette. No problem with ethics and etiquette, depending on the context of them. So that's the 11 tenets, most of which is obviously nonsense. The 3 pillars of philosophy. Okay. I mean, that's his homepage. Now, if we have a quick look at, I wanted to look at, was it the members? No, I don't want to go in the members. I want to have a look at the team. Here we go, the team. This is what I look at. So obviously we've got Santos himself and Daniel, who is the co-founder. I think he does most of the exercise stuff. Seems like an alright guy when he's not banging the same drum as Santos. Barnabas Nagy. Now, some of you might remember him. I think it's him. He did some mudflood stuff, and I've done a video on his mudflood stuff before. So big mudflood guy is Barnabas. He teaches alternative history, obviously. We've got other alternative history here. This Daniel Falkenbach is a guy on Twitter, Flat Earther on Twitter, who gives me quite a lot of grief a lot of the time. He's a stationary geocentrist, brilliant. Holistic health and longevity practitioner, astrologer and sound oracle here. Then we've got good old David Weiss here. Look, he does lectures on stationary geocentrism. Physical trainer, fine, no problem with that. Yoga instructor, fine, no problem with that. Not sure what a neurohacker is. There's Ken Wheeler. There he is. World's leading magnetrician. Come on now. Planner Walk's going to be laughing about this. He has a good jibe with Ken Wheeler. That's hilarious. World's leading magnetrician. Physical trainer, fine. Science, occult science decoder. Not sure what that is. Medical astrologer. Don't really want to go there. Do we know anyone else? I think that's it. Linguist, holistic leader. Okay, so that's the team. So Santos is employing all these people, some of which are doing some decent things, the exercise and the yoga and stuff like that. Some of which is teaching nonsense. Now, what I really want to look at here is the products that they're selling. Now, one is the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon and Zodiac Clock app, which again is total nonsense. But more interestingly is this. So it seems Santos hasn't got involved with something called LifeWave. He says, the website says, LifeWave X39 provides the body with a level of health and vitality that you have not experienced since you were in your youth. Backed by 20 years of development, LifeWave X39 patches have been demonstrated to provide an abundance of health benefits. And there's an asterisk there. And I can't for the life of me see, unless I'm not reading properly, where this asterisk is. So they've repeated it there, but there's no asterisk on here. So unless they're not sure what an asterisk means, there's no additional info. So this got me thinking, this LifeWave thing, and I wanted to check it out a bit more. Back to me. Now, this got me interested quite a bit. So I roped in Conspiracy Cats to do a bit of investigation on this LifeWave patch. Away you go, buddy.
Now, when we were at school, we all learnt about amino acids, and we all learnt that amino acids could be joined together by a peptide bond. Join enough of these amino acids together, and we create a polypeptide or protein. But if we only have 3 of these amino acids, we can join them together to form a tripeptide, and this tripeptide here goes by the nickname of GHK. Now, GHK is particularly good at grabbing hold of copper ions and forming a complex, and when it does that, we call that complex GHKCU.
Right. And why is that important, Cats?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because this complex is particularly good at transporting these copper ions into cells. Now, when it's in the cell, it's been shown that the copper ion is capable of catalysing a lot of really important reactions by changing its oxidation state, which basically means changing the number of electrons that it's lost since it was an atom. And there's also evidence that it may play a part in the expression of some particularly useful genes. Now, nobody is saying that GHKCU is some kind of miracle, some kind of philosopher's stone of medicine that people have just discovered. But it isn't crank science to say that it does actually probably possess some pretty beneficial qualities, and it is by far one of the most common ingredients you'll find in simple skin creams.
Now, that's all very interesting, mate, but what has this got to do with the LifeWave patch?
Now, when you buy the LifeWave patches, you're not just buying a product which is, let's just say, incredibly priced. You're also buying a product which promises to elevate a peptide known to enhance stem cell activity. Now, the website claims that this has been backed by scientific research, and here's your paper. And what do we know? That peptide they're talking about is our old friend GHKCU.
Brilliant. So how does it work then?
Well, believe it or not, this is what they expect us to actually swallow. So you take one of these highly advanced medical appliances and you place it anywhere on your body. It doesn't matter where. And then when it's on your body, as your body tries to emit infrared radiation or just heat back into the surroundings, it will reflect that heat back into your body. This is then followed by some totally unexplained and unknown mechanism that results in the combination of 14 carbons, 21 hydrogens, a copper atom or ion, 6 nitrogens and 4 oxygens that all come together in exactly the right shape to form a complex of GHKCU. Now, call me a little skeptical, but I wasn't so sure, so I read that scientific paper. And when I read the scientific paper, I discovered that there were no actual results of that scientific paper, only this. Yeah, here we have a table telling us that although they're not going to show us the results, they have indeed performed a statistical analysis test to show us that the results really are statistically significant and this thing works. Now, I know this makes me sound picky, I really do have to work on that, but I wasn't satisfied. So I emailed one of the authors of the paper and I asked to see that raw data. And that's where things got interesting, but that's a story for another time. Dan, over to you.
Very interesting indeed, Cats. Thank you. I believe Katz is going to elaborate a bit more in a video on his channel soon. Keep an eye out for that. So, products that don't really do what they say they do, lessons on a flat and stationary Earth, and telling us all that star signs are real. In my mind, this whole Syncretism Society thing is a load of nonsense, and Santos is benefiting from it. Now, don't get me wrong here, this Syncretism Society potentially does have some benefits. Eating well and exercising whilst relaxing in paradise will probably do you some good. Just don't listen to any of their lectures or medical advice. Well, there we go, a very interesting look into the Syncretism Society there. I hope you enjoyed today's video, but for now we're all done and dusted for another Tinfoil Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching, it really is appreciated. If you enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing. And if you really enjoyed it, then hit that like button as well. Thank you. I have been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great week, and I'll see you all on Friday for some brand new flat Earth science. See you then.
Jackass.